Hey everyone, today is April 7th, 2025, and I'm here in the office at CBRE, and I wanted to shoot a quick video on the multifamily market update. It's been a few months since we did an update, and we had some new changes to the marketplace. As we film this, we know that the stock market has had a significant sell-off, and a lot of real estate investors are certainly watching the stock market as well, of course, but they're also looking at where the interest rates are going. The 10-year Treasury has pulled down nicely. It has picked back up. It's been volatile, but right now the 10-year Treasury is reeling in interest rates. So a lot of investors are locking in refinances right now that have been on the fence, or some that investors that are in transaction mode are really eager to get updated pricing from their loan brokers and banks this week. So as I film this, the range of interest rates are anywhere between 5.5% all the way up to about 6%. And it really depends on the loan to value, the loan amount, the dollar size. If the loan amount's higher, say 10 million and above, then you're gonna get a better break in rate. If your typical $1 to $5 million loan amounts, the rate might be a little higher. But it also depends on your prepayment schedule as well. So those are really the three main factors that are gonna dictate certainly who you go with and who you work with, but those are the three main factors that are gonna dictate where the rate's gonna ultimately land on. If you're in the market and you need a good contact, we can provide you good contacts in the market who are financing multifamily properties right now. But our loan brokers and our contacts are picking up steam as they've gotten an influx of investor clients that want to lock in rates. I think it's also, we're going to see hopefully a silver lining with the stock market sell-off. There is certainly a lot of uncertainty in the marketplace, but I think a lot of real estate investors are going to look at that as a potential opportunity to watch the 10-year, watch rates, and as things kind of continue to creep down, they could hopefully get deals to pencil, get transactions to the finish line. So it could bridge the gap from a lot of transactions where we've just been gapped out, where sellers are wanting a little bit more money for the property and not willing to accept a buyer's price, and buyers are kind of holding out, trying to make the deals pencil. They're trying to make investments work today and trying to make it happen for them. But it's just challenging out there as we've seen a lot of costs rise in insurance. Everyone knows that insurance is much higher than it is today, and it's hard to obtain. We're helping a lot of investors get new insurance. A lot of calls are coming in, hey, my policy was just canceled. Can you help me? Do you have a good broker? We're helping those folks get in touch with the right contacts so they can get new insurance. And then also on all of our sales, we're helping investors get insurance as well. So we're not just doing the transactional brokerage assignments only. We're leaning in and helping investors in the marketplace with insurance, financing, updating their buildings, you name it. So I think the big thing is the rates, and that's why I wanted to lead with that. That is what's really leading the market. We're now getting under 6%. We're now getting into some of the mid to 5.5%, 5.75% rates. So that is the biggest thing in the market right now that we're seeing. As far as signed contracts, I went back last week. We had a busy week as a team. Signed contracts, we signed $25 million worth of listings that investors are taking properties to marketplace. So we're really excited to bring some of those to market. And then also we signed up and put up $8 million worth of properties under contract this week as well. And then, this past week. And this past week, we also waived $10 million worth of property value. We are now contingency free on. So that was a big move within this week. 25 million in listings, 8 million in new escrows, and 10 million in contingencies waived, proceeding to close here in Q2. So also really structuring transactions. We're getting creative. We completed an owner carry transaction on a 1031 exchange just this year. We also completed a short-term bridge financing so a buyer can then renovate and then refinance out perm debt later. We also completed a reverse exchange where an investor closed escrow on the up leg first and then did a reverse exchange to sell their down leg. So these are all things that we're leaning in, finding the right who's in the market that can help these transactions take place, and we're arranging the start to finish for all of our clients. So I'd say, look, there's buyers out there, transactions are getting made. It's a lot more moving parts, a lot more heavy lifting. But I think that's why we're differentiating ourselves as a team right now, because we know how to get transactions done. We know how to lean in and serve customers and help investors in tough times. We brokered through the 2008, 2009 market where it was very tough. We learned a lot of those difficult skills and really making sure that we can be very thorough in helping investors get these transactions successfully closed. So I think that's why the market is leaning to us and saying, hey, look, it's not easy out there. We need to hire CBRE. We need to hire your team. You got a great track record. So thank you to those that have contacted us or people that have referred us to your clients, and we're happy to help them. So we're very happy with that. And I think as sellers, look, I think your asking price matters, right? We need to make sure that we get you peak pricing and we don't leave money on the table, but we also need to make sure that whatever asking price we have, we generate offers on the property. So buyers are looking at properties, and if they make financial sense, and if they don't, if it's too far of a gap, they're not going to write an offer potentially. So those are things we need to look at, and we really need to have all cards on the table to really find out, how do we get you to accomplish your goals? What are the challenges with the transaction? How do we work through those? So if we can help out in any way, if you're in the market, if you're thinking about transacting within the Orange County, Southern California market, we are here, happy to help, and we're leaning in, serving customers. So thanks so much. We'll see you on the next video. Send me a message. Let me know how we can help. Thanks again.